Look, the president controls the executive branch, the Democrats control the Senate and the House. If the president and Joe Biden, Senator Biden, want to have a hearing, they can have a hearing. Mark Levin's views aren't terribly relevant with respect to that. So if they want a hearing, have a hearing. That's the problem. The point is, it's not a question of blacks have had too much and it's the white man's turn and that kind of thing. That's the problem. And Ms. Guinier doesn't say it either, but that's the problem with these kinds of writings that start to categorize people based on race. And that's one of the major problems we have with Ms. Guinier. She even categorizes certain black representatives as authentic and other black representatives as not authentic. Our basic view is this. We favor laws that press for a colorblind society, where people are treated not based on their race or their religion or any of that sort of thing, but based on the fact that they're individuals and based on their qualifications. Frank Luntz's comment on orphanages versus foster homes. I would say even though welfare may be a small percentage of the budget, it's a big percentage of the problem in terms of the inner city and the environment that I think welfare and the welfare state has helped to advance there. I would also say that the Washington Post not too long ago did an excellent article on a fifth or sixth generation welfare mother. Now those are the people who had no intention of getting any job. Those are the people who would be addressed by a reform in the welfare area. The people who are trying to get jobs would actually be assisted under the welfare plan that's being proposed. But to claim that people who are concerned about the use of taxpayer money with respect to illegal immigration is in some way based on race, which is what I thought you were saying, is preposterous in the general sense. If you favor strong law enforcement on the border, which you have now said the ACLU does, is that racist? Because most of the people trying to get in are Mexicans.
I didn't use the term racist.
No, but you basically defined it. You said
but I'm saying that
suddenly when the issue are Mexicans or Hispanics. See, I'm troubled by that kind of dialogue when we throw that in. I think that's really diversionary. Well, that's fine, but the problem has only exacerbated in the last decade because of the extreme heavy flow of illegal immigration into the United States. And I don't think anybody's talking about throwing children, back over the border. No, I'm talking for me now, or for a lot of people whose positions I'm familiar with. If somebody goes into an emergency room and needs attention, they get that attention. It doesn't mean you just gave us a lecture about the Constitution, which we all appreciate, and which I feel is a little condescending. People who oppose the views of the ACLU or other groups, or even us, are not necessarily opposed to the Constitution. They're not necessarily in favor of a subclass, a subculture. They're not necessarily in favor of throwing welfare mothers into the streets. It's these dire examples that you present which I think helps create some of the anxiety toward positions that you take.